Evening, guys. Welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading love during this pandemic because we all need a little bit of loving, people. We all need a little bit of loving. Before I go any further, please check that ticker below. Like, share. Most importantly, subscribe to Football Brownie on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, then why haven't you subscribed? Uh, where's my Twitter handle? The Facebook page, Football Brownie, that's going really well as well, and that's my Insta. So, how are we all? How are how's your weekend going? Congratulations to Blackpool. Congratulations to Blackpool on securing promotion today. Although I still haven't forgiven them since they beat Cardiff in the playoff final. But let's go in the comments because there's one or two people in which I really want to say hello to. I'll be honest with you. Right. Well, Cardiff City fan. Hi, mate. How you doing? I'm very well. Leslie. Hi, Brownie. Hi, Leslie. Guys, I'm not going to mention the amount, but please put the clap hand emojis for Leslie because he done a donation via PayPal yesterday. And I'm very, very grateful. He shouldn't have done it. I told him he shouldn't have done it, but, he's one of many who loves me. Simeon! Piss off. Hi, Simon. Hope you're well, mate. It's been a while. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if you remember. Last time I went to Cardiff, we've seen each other in... you were going to the game, weren't you? Seen each other at bottom end of St. Mary Street. Hope you're well anyway, mate. How's the bar at the bottom of your garden getting off? Any stories to tell from there? Richard, so yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Just I'll get him on in a week or something. No probs. Will, Fortunate Will squad. I just looked on it now, Will, to be honest. I've just looked on it now before I went live. I Johnny Williams, right? Now I know he's supposed to be a character in the changing room and so on, but I think he's just a waste of a place. I think he's a waste of a place. When you have Vokes, which I'm not playing, people know I am not really a mad keen of Will Vokes, but if you have him fit and you have Johnny Williams, who is constantly not fit, why do you take a constantly not fit player to a tournament when Vokes, you know, I don't know. I thought it was a weird signing, him signing for Cardiff in January. And yeah, he's hardly played. And yet Wales want to take him. I don't know. I don't know. And another thing I'm hearing this a lot, very often now, from more than one source, is that Giggs is still picking this team. They're still doing the tactics and so on. You guys may have heard me and Steve talk about this a few months back, but Paige, PR-wise, Paige is the face of the media. But I'm told on very, very good authority that Giggs is still picking a team. All the selection is Giggs. All the tactics is Giggs. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You're looking like a film star. Well, not a bad haircut, is it? I suppose, but it could be worse. Thanks, Rich. Anyway, Barcard City fan. I hate Blackpool after they beat. Well, to be honest, was it Blackpool's fault that they beat us? I just thought it was overconfident on both. I was way overconfident going into that playoff final. Absolutely way overconfident. I was in Marylebone. That's a train station I was trying to remember the other day. I was in Marylebone train station with Simon and the others because Marylebone Overland will take you straight to Wembley on a train. And Wembley's a shithole to go drinking around. It's pointless. And Cardiff were actually staying around that area. And while we were all drinking out, the street of Marylebone area of London, Dave Jones directed the team so the team would walk past us. Simon will remember this, and maybe others who were there will well, definitely if they remember. And it kind of like, I heard that Brian Clough done exactly the same thing when Nottingham Forest, you know, a few hours before Nottingham Forest won a European Cup. And he done the same thing. Basically, psychology is for the players to understand how, the fans' passion will get the players up for it. So unfortunately, unfortunately, the result didn't go the same as fucking Brian Clough and that Forest team. But the psychology of it, and that moment, seeing the team just walk around the corner of the street and seeing everyone going completely off their heads, really wanted, come on, fuck it, come on. I just thought we were just overconfident. Looking back, I thought we'd done the hard work by beating Leicester in the semi-final. But, as many people say about the team, but just gets into the playoffs before the end of the season has got that big momentum. Hang on, let's see. Brownie, yeah, hey, no worries, my friend. Thank you very much. Ellis, hi Ellis, hope you're well. Did the Ayatollah? In fact, I hate the Ayatollah. It was good back in the day, mid-90s, but I hate doing it. I found Jabba on Star Wars. Okay, good on you. YouTube. Yeah, I'm okay. Hope you are as well. Williams does track board. Yeah, when he's fit. That's the problem. Let's go down here. Guy Munding for Blackpool scores Cardiff. Probably not. Well, I don't understand why Vokes hasn't been picked. Livet can get in a Belgium second division team, and Joe Allen is finished constantly and fit. Oh, Joe Allen has been injured for 18 months. That's why he's so is he constantly unfit? I just think he's been recovering. But for what people tell me, that he's not match fit, but I'm sure the friendlies leading up towards it will get him to match fitness. I think he's more fitter than Johnny Williams ever will be. The others, Rabbi Matonda, I haven't really seen much of him, if I'm honest with you. Who's the others? I can't remember the others now. Tom Lockyer, isn't it? And the one from Derby. Also, I don't understand how. But he's great to see. Great to see Colwell called up. Whether he deserves it, whether he deserves it, I don't know. But good on him. He got the call up. Good on him. Alan's fucking dreadful. Alan, how can he be dreadful? He can't be dreadful. Come on. Alan hasn't played for 18 months. Okay, he's a jack bastard. But he played for Liverpool. He played constantly for Liverpool. He's not, he's not. He's not. Liverpool. Right. Yeah, Tom Lawrence. That's it. Will said Rotondo doesn't get caught. That's fair enough. I haven't really seen much. But I tell you what, right, guys? Tell you what's worrying me a little bit now. Until maybe an hour ago, is the goalkeeping position. When we got youngsters coming through, because that's what international football is. International football, because you can't buy players from anywhere else. You have to you dealt the cards you dealt with, right? So you can't exchange your cards or buy cards or anything else. So that's what it is. So it's constantly evolving. International football constantly evolves. I mean, I remember Robbie Savage kicking off because the likes of Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale were called in front of him. Ramsey was in the Cardiff team at the time, and Gareth Bale was left back in Southampton reserves. But look what happened since. So it's a goalkeeping position that worries me. I don't think we've got very many goalkeepers coming through. I noticed that Blackpool keeper is Welsh, so he'll be at championship level next year. But definitely the goalkeeping position does worry me a bit going forward with the Welsh team. That's when Liverpool middle lane goal. I don't get your point, mate. I'll be honest with you. What's middle lane goal got to do with Joe Allen playing in midfield? Taib, Brownie, hello. Hi, Taib. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Lou, do you guys like the squad? I didn't recognise some of the players, but I live under a rock. No, but hey, Lou, I mean, I live in Spain now. Some of the players I don't really recognise, but I don't. I hate international friendlies, if I'm honest with you, and some of these guys have made their team in the friendlies. So, yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, everyone will hear of all the players come a good Euros. Taib, I think Klopp will win the title next season. I think Klopp will win the title next season. You'd have to really sign a few players. I got a funny feeling when at least one of those three strikers of Liverpool will go now. That Cardiff City fan. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but they should have won a league when Alan was there because Brendan Rodgers was there, and if he wasn't for Steven Gerrard's slip, he would have won a league. So, listen, stop with your nonsense, mate. Jesus. Otherwise, I won't be reading your comments out. Hi, Jack. Hope you're well, my friend. James, Vokes should be in a squad. James, I'm not a Vokes lover. I don't think that he would take Cardiff to the next level. Never liked the Cardiff midfield at all this year. If we can get rid of him to Norwich or Sheffield United, which have been rumoured for 8 million, I would drive him there myself. On the other hand, he's better than some of the players in which Wales have called up. But, I suppose people are saying, thank fuck I don't pick the squad. But, it's only 7 out of 26 for Pardo. Massive. It is massive changes. That is why it is constantly evolving. I suppose similarities could be like, let me think now. Similarities could be like, I suppose, a Switzerland team, They qualify and then those retire. So the next band has to go in, then they retire, so that's all right, okay. Who are Wales playing in the friendly? We're playing Holland, we'll probably get smashed. We've got Mexico and Albania. No, hang on, we played Mexico and we beat them 1-0. No, France and Albania. I've run Ramsey and Wilson. He's the next best midfielder at the moment. Yeah, congrats on the 100 subs, mate. Do you think Steve Cooper would stay at Swansea? I don't know, if I'm honest with you. And it's a question for you as well, guys. Right? I know I mentioned it. I mentioned it last night, right? If Pep Guardiola, because he fucked up yesterday, let's be honest, and he fucked up in the Champions League last year with Lyon because his bewildering tactics. If Pep Guardiola done that stunt last night with fucking around with tactics, if he was in charge of Real Madrid, Barcelona, I know he wouldn't do Real Madrid because of political reasons, but if he was in charge of a Real Madrid, Barcelona, or even PSG, or Juventus, if he was in charge of one of those four clubs and he took them to the Champions League final and he messed around with the tactics and team selection like he did, I would put money on it. But today, Pep Guardiola would be having his P45, or if you're outside of the UK, you don't know what P45 is, it's basically having his notice, having his work notice. You are not, we don't want you anymore. You would have been sacked. You would have been sacked today, in my opinion. Do you guys? Because I think that was absolutely embarrassing. Not so much Aguero, but no Fernandinho. Fernandinho breaks up all the counter attacks and everything. You know what? Box. Whatever happened to Neil Taylor? Neil Taylor has just been released by Aston Villa. I don't know if he's fit or not. Would Cardiff want him left back instead of Joe Bennett? Maybe. Oh, yo, hey Stan, hope you're well, my friend. I don't have Sergio Tacchini on, but hope you do over in Canada. Hope you're well, my friend. James, your contract expires in a month. He's going Woodburn on loan. So Cooper off to Palace. Palace payments come to an end. Hope the fuckers end up in League One. For a moment then, I thought you were praising him, James. I thought, hang on, where's he going with this? 5 years no Champions League isn't what Mancini got. Pellegrini went to the... yes, that's bang on. That's bang on. I never liked Pep anyway because of his, Stan, you lived only down the road from me at one point. You're in Marbella. But I've never liked Pep with his political persuasions, but that's by the by. But yeah, his arrogance, because he didn't sing last year, didn't he? Like overthinks it, overdoes it. And there's accusations that Arteta, being his number two for a while, is doing the same kind of mistakes now that he's Arsenal man. He overthinks it, overdoes it, rather go into games without a striker and so on. But yeah, absolutely, I don't know. He definitely would have been sacked if he was a manager of a big European team after last night. Is Guardiola washed up Brownie? I always call him Fraudiola, if I'm honest with you, Taib. I'd like him to win the Champions League with a Monaco or Inter Milan. Because that's what Mourinho done, and people have a go at Mourinho, and I can understand why they have a go at Mourinho. He's like Marmite manager. You either love him or you hate him. I love him. I think his theatrics are great. I think it's good for football, but you can't take it away from a guy. But he won the Champions League with Porto and Inter Milan, and Inter Milan didn't have the money it got today back then. You should have started Sergio. Arteta's cut from the same cloth. Yeah. Right. Un momento, por favor. 1 minute. Talk to yourself. I'll be back now. Yeah, I seen that, Stan. I seen that. Gone for. Well, no, I thought I was going to have a pony, but I just had a fart instead. So, uh, yeah, my stomach exploded for a moment, and I thought, oh shit, I better go. He's chasing the goal, and he puts Jesus on the yeah. But Fernandinho is such an important player for City, right? I know he's getting on now, but such important. People don't realise, you see, because people just think, oh, you give away another free kick, give away another free kick. There's a hidden agenda why players like Fernandinho and central midfielders give away free kicks. It's to stop any counter attacks from creating any danger, because the cameras just follow the ball during a live game. They don't. They very rare that the camera can see the whole of a danger like a player on the opposition can when all of a sudden a bloody counter attack is coming at him. So he's a very intelligent player, Fernandinho, and I thought it was ridiculous how he wasn't playing. How on earth has Arteta been sacked? Yeah. Uh, Ty Brownie, would you have taken? Never heard of him. Who is he? Never heard of him. Leslie, I thought Man City would have beaten Chelsea. I didn't see. I knew Chelsea would win. I did put. I know, Leslie. Congratulations, you put 2-0 on Brentford to beat Swansea yesterday, and you did try and persuade me to do it, which I should have. But I also done. Well, I done two bets really. I done Chelsea to win outright, and then I done Chelsea 2-0. I thought the second goal was going to come, but I tell you what, I thought it was going to come, but I thought my bet would be my bet was down the moment they took Mason Mount on and put Kovacic on. I thought that seals it. They want to keep the 1-0. Fernandinho is absolutely underrated. No, I'm not going to do that yet. As even I can see that. By leaving out Fernandinho, Gundogan couldn't play his game. San, I know we were saying, right, okay, I'm going to say this polite to you. We're around about the same generation of football fan. We grew up on the big man, little man front two combination. The pair strikers, striker pairing. You with your days of Alan Smith and Ian Wright. Me with my days of Phil Stant and Carl Dale. Or we. But I know Spain went without a striker. What was it, to 2010? And they worked it well, really, because they did win. I think it was when they the Holland World Cup in South Africa. They beat Holland in the final. I know more teams. They call it a 4-3-3. Stan, we know it's not a 4-3-3 at all. It's a bloody 4-5-1. How we used to know it. And I really do think that football is missing the striker partnership. I really do think that. Um, and then Man City go into that last night and didn't play a striker, basically. And you think, how the hell, you always need someone to lead the line, even if that guy is doing shite, right? Even if your solo striker is doing, or lone striker is doing shit, he still makes the defense think, right? Because you always had the defense always think if he got mark someone where he's going, what space is he taking up. If you've got no one in front of you, the defense are going to have an easy bloody ride. Really. Cheddar's, yeah. Cheddar's. Oh, he's a Barnsley manager. No, I wouldn't. Alan Smith, Ian Wright were amazing. Smith doesn't get mentioned, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was better striker than Smith at the day, but he was a good partnership with Wright. I'll be honest with you. Leslie, my days Keegan and Toshack. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I tell you, another pairing as well. Another pairing was Sharp and Andy Gray. Sharp and Andy Gray. Oh, what a pairing they were. And even for that solo season in '86, it was Sharp and Lineker. But Sharp and Andy Gray had a brilliant partnership. What other partnerships were? Come on, you guys help me out. What other partnerships? Oh, Ian Rush, isn't it? I suppose Ian Rush and Peter Beardsley. Ian Rush and bloody. Oh, Ian Beercam. I knew Arsenal fans would fucking come at me with that one. York and Cole. York and Cole. Is it true with York and Cole that they never spoke to one another? Or am I talking about someone else? Am I talking about another? Because it was basically you had York Cole and you also had the backup of Teddy Sheringham and Solskjaer, didn't you? But something tells me York and Cole never spoke to one another. They hated one another. Right, sorry, right, different. Cole and Sheringham. Okay, no way. I knew it was one of them, right? So, Sanchez. Bring back a two strike. Yeah, I love the two strike. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't know. Bloody Spanish internet. It just went dead on me. Right, hang on. I may have to put it that way just in case because my phone was on charge, you see. Okay, let's try it again. If I go dead, it's basically my phone maybe not charging or the internet or something. I do apologize. Right, let's go. Right. Yeah. Frank McAvenny, Tony Cotty. For those who don't know, about '86, they finished third. I've actually done, as Richard knows, I've actually done a video about that partnership going back, Rich, how long? About 3-4 months ago. So if you don't know about that partnership, even the likes of, even I know he's an Arsenal fan, but the likes of Stan will appreciate, my video from back then. Brownie, who was better, Ian Rush or John Aldridge? Rush. But Rush before he went to Juventus. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something. I need your advice about something before we finish off tonight. Yeah, Rush before he went to Juventus, when he come back to Liverpool, I would never have got rid of John Aldridge like Kenny Dalglish actually did when Rush come back. Brownie and Daya would tear up a Prem. I spoke to Daya as well. We'll back on it next week, guys. Andy Gray, good striker. The goal against Watford should never. You absolutely bang on. Absolutely bang on. Yeah. But that really kicked off the Everton golden years, or Leslie, didn't it? What a team! What an absolute team! And I'm still convinced they would have won the Champions League in '86 had it not been for the ban on English teams. Fowler and Owen, they got the goals. Fowler, ex-Cardiff, obviously. He owns half of Cardiff now with his property empire. No, only joking. Half of Cowbridge, maybe. But Daya owns the other half. Yeah, Fowler and Owen, yes, but they didn't have. Neither of them could head the ball properly, could they? But I did like Fowler's goal celebration against Everton when he was sniffing or pretending to sniff cocaine off the touchline. Jai Litmanen. At Ajax, very, very good player at Ajax. Unfortunately, when he went to Liverpool, he was past his best. He won the European Cup with Ajax, didn't he? I think. In 94, 95 maybe? That's much better than Aldridge, yeah. Thanks, Leslie. Would have loved Matt Le Tissier at Arsenal. Plays a similar game to Bergkamp. Matt Le Tissier. Was he too scared, do you think, Stan, not to try and better himself? Was he too comfortable at Southampton? I remember like late 90s maybe. But I'm sure there was a ruling, right? That the transfer window could start up because the cup final was always the last game of the season. But there was some technicality that the transfer window could start up once the season finished, once the league season finished. Now, was I dreaming this at the time or something? But Chelsea made it to the cup final. I think they played Middlesbrough, where Di Matteo hit that banger in the first minute. Right? But wasn't it a rumour? Was it a very strong rumour? But once the league finished, Chelsea actually put a bid in for Le Tissier the day after the league finished. So day one of the transfer window. And he could technically play in a cup final for Chelsea. Was I dreaming that? And he turned it down. Was I dreaming that, Stan? Or was that true? I don't know. Because Chelsea were on a ring. They had Matthew Harding's money. They were starting to... Kevin Phillips and Big Niall Quinn, yeah, very good with Peter Reid Sunderland. Very, very good. Now Quinn, former Arsenal, didn't make it. Done quite well at Man City, I remember. Done well at Ireland, obviously. But I do like a big man, little man combination. For Cardiff fans in the chat or watching this later on, people who remember Phil Stanton, Carl Dale, even though it was... what is now League Two, League One period. They were great. And they were also people in which the fans could relate to. Do you know what I mean? Leslie will tell you. I'm trying to think of other ones, really. What? What was that? What was the parent at Leeds when they won the last First Division jam? Lee Chapman, wasn't it? Was it Cantona? Lee Chapman and Cantona? Or Lee Chapman and... Because Lee Chapman at Leeds was really good. He was a bit of a, maybe not good to Leslie Ash in the end, but, Please Google it if you're too young to know that. But he was a bit of a journeyman football wise. I think he played at Swansea at one point. But that Leeds team, that Howard Wilkinson Leeds team, was really good. And then they showed Cantona because apparently of the alleged affair. With Leslie Ash, Leslie Ash with that Howard Wilkinson team have got quite a checkered history. But yeah. And then the following season then, okay, it was technically the Premier League then, not Division 1, but the holders of the top tier, the champions of the top tier in English football actually finished 14th the following season, and they didn't win a single game away from home. Xavi said that Tizzy was his idol. I'm not surprised, actually. Bergkamp, absolutely brilliant player, so skillful. I remember his hat trick against Leicester at Filbert Street, wouldn't it? The perfect hat trick, they call it. The head, the right, and the left, or the right and the left. Yeah. I used to be very good friends with Hugo Pafilio when I lived in Madeira. He was playing for Matimo. Used to play for Celtic, West Ham. I remember him at West Ham. Hugo Pafilio. I remember, Stan, I tell you how I remember him, right? Didn't he score the equaliser? Drum roll, please. Didn't he score the equaliser when Portugal knocked out England on penalties? It may not have been England now, but I think he come to the world's attention during that time when Greece won the Euros, because wasn't that when Ronaldo done the wink to Rooney or something? I can't remember fucking dates, so if I'm honest with you. You guys will tell me. But I do remember him, yeah. Bergkamp was levels above Matlow. Patrick Berger, Poborski. John Toshak, Dwayne Clark. I'm too young to remember, Leslie, but that argument of selling John Toshak to Liverpool just before the end of the season when Cardiff were flying and getting promotion to the top flight, that argument will always rumble on. And the club would never be forgiven for selling Toshak to Liverpool. Cole and Beardsley up front, and Newcastle, very good partnership. I'm trying to think of others, really. But I do love the strike partnership. I do love it. I wish. Right. When Cardiff lost to Blackpool in the playoff final, Leslie will tell you, right? But so we're looking at, what are we looking at, Leslie? 2011, I think. And even then, the 4-4-2 was getting found out. But Dave Jones was constantly playing a 4-4-2. Don't get me wrong. The style, Cardiff were known for upsetting a couple of teams if we met them. It was a potential banana skin. Leeds will tell you they were top of the league flying high. Went to bloody Champions League for